So to recap, if you didn't know, Jason Universe just had a panel. It was about an hour long at San Diego Comic-Con. We knew that they were going to talk about Sweet Revenge. We knew they were going to talk about Crystal Lake. There was going to be a behind-the-scenes sneak peek. We knew we were giving away the Spirit Halloween mask that was going to be there. They were giving away hats.
Hell yeah.
And it just seemed like it might have just been all merch announcements. But turns out they had some good things to say. And for the first time ever, I think, we've gotten to see like Robert Barsamian, the president of Horror Inc., and his son Robbie, like in person.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't even know that they existed. So
Right, a lot of people assume Sean Cunningham was still in charge and making decisions at Horror Inc.
yeah, he's I don't even know if he has a role there at all anymore, to be honest. He's just kind of a mascot.
Yeah, might just be in spirit.
Yeah, he's just the face, which
Maybe
is
he's
fine.
on the board. I don't know.
Well, both him and Victor, 80+ years old. All right, they're good. Yeah, they're good. They're retired at home, taking in the paychecks, and that's okay. They've earned that. All right, but the thing about Comic-Con panels is that they don't stream them, so we couldn't watch from home, which is a shame. And you know, Jason Universe confirmed that the sneak peek, the behind-the-scenes sneak peek of Crystal Lake, was not going to be on social media, and it's not. But it turns out that's not as big of a deal because it didn't show too much. But thankfully, people are great, and they show up at these things. And Hunter Bolding at Hunter B Video on X was at the panel and was live tweeting as things were happening.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the real hero of all of this, Hunter Bolding. Thank you. So go follow him on X, all right? But the Jason Universe panel kicks off. Robert Samian talking about his family's way to Jason. They started off with mini golf courses and moved to movie theaters, which then the Barsamian family gets to Friday the 13th with the release of Halloween, and they met with Sean S. Cunningham on the film. They did 2 movies with him before, and now here we are 45 years later. All right.
Got an origin story.
We're reminiscing. There's the prequel we've been looking for. And then Robbie Barsamian, which is Robert Barsamian's son, okay, says that fans love Jason, and they're going all in on trying to bring Jason back in different ways.
Different ways.
Okay. That's a start. How about a movie?
That's a familiar way, but we want that. kind of different now.
Yeah, how about a movie? How about a new game? Something. Then Mike P. Nelson, who is writing and directing the Sweet Revenge, which Sweet Revenge was it was pitched as a vignette, all right? So that's how it was described to us. It was a collaboration for an apple hard cider from Angry Orchard, and it seemed like it was just going to be a commercial. If you've seen like the DoorDash commercial that Freddie Prinze Jr. just did, or the Uber Eats commercial that Sarah Michelle Gellar just did, I thought it was going to be like that.
Just a themed commercial.
Yeah. Turns out it's actually a 13-minute short film. That's been confirmed. The trailer just came out, which we'll show you in a second, and it's coming out August 13th. And that's just so... I was rooting for Mike P. Nelson, man. I felt bad because I want him... because he's a true fan, and he made that pretty clear in the panel, at least from what Hunter was sharing with us. It's like, man, I would really like to see him get the opportunity to make something official that is not just a fucking commercial.
Yeah.
And it looks like that's the case. So Robert Barsamian says after 45 years, they want another 45 years of Jason. They're listening to fans and take their opinions into account. He says, be patient with what they're doing. Robbie says if they mess up, they'll be sure to fix it.
Starting when?
So I read that, and I was like, dude, you guys have been hit hard since day one of Jason Universe stuff being announced. The mask, everyone's been dogging on it. They got a little bit of points today, not much. Okay, we actually have a poll going on in our live chat right now. Did you like the first look at the Jason Universe mask, which we'll talk about again in a second? Yes, 38% said yes, which is more than I thought.
Yeah,
62% said no. So,
right, between the feedback on the mask and just their marketing plan in general, it doesn't feel like they've been listening.
Yeah, and the thing is, until right now, until today, we didn't have a face. We didn't know Robert. We didn't know Robbie. We didn't know Sherry Khan handling a lot of the marketing and whatnot. It was a faceless corporate entity is what Jason Universe was.
And all the decisions that they made, especially when it came to their marketing, felt corporate as hell.
Yeah, it was just a little weird. And now they're like, oh, no, we're listening. I'm like, oh, okay, are you going to change the mask? Of course, we saw the mask in action now in Sweet Revenge, the trailer. And again, we'll come back to it in a second. And it didn't look nearly as bad.
Right.
You get the right lighting in there, get some contrast, some dark, some shadows, and it kind of works. So we'll come back to that in a second. But Sherry Khan says they've been working with partners who are huge fans of Jason in multiple media outlets like gaming, theme parks, like Halloween Horror Nights, and more. They want to expand and evolve their storytelling. Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. Sherry Khan says that they're very excited about it, but Crystal Lake is only the beginning. Real quick, let's take a look at the mask. So we got a closer look. Here's a side profile of the mask. From here, doesn't look too bad.
Not a fan of the protruding unibrow here.
Yeah, but side profile, it sells well. Straps look great. Straps look great. We got that going for us. Now, if we go to the front look here, it's not all there. I would say compared to the concept art we saw, compared to the logo, the Jason Universe logo, it's better.
Yeah.
But it's not great.
Casey Jones, TMNT.
Uh-huh. Yeah, very, very much so.
The eyes are hockey pucks.
Yeah, the square, big-ass eyeballs.
They're close together. They're too close together.
Yeah, I guess they'd be fine if you just shrunk them down a little bit. Like if they were the normal size, it'd probably look fine. But yeah, the big unibrow chevron, it very elongated, stretched out, just shorten it up, thicken it up. And I understand they're being cute with the 13 holes, but I'm not really liking that either. Doesn't just feel too smooth on the sides. Mm-hmm. You need some holes. Get 3 holes right there, and you're good. And I think the mask will look a lot better. But I was really worried about the way the shape looked on the concept art and the logo is like a kind of like a V-taper shape going on. The mask that we've seen here and the mask of Sweet Revenge, it doesn't look like that. So at least that looks better. Yeah, we're not there.
Even in the preview of the mask that they were giving away, it looked like big forehead and then got the V down to the chin. A big tight V.
Yeah, that and the Spirit Halloween mask. Yeah, it also had that look to it.
Yeah,
but this at least shape wise, this is significantly better. I'm okay with this.
Agreed.
It looks a lot more like the Mondo art.
Yes,
which that helps. So. Mike P. Nelson got a little choked up talking about Sweet Revenge. He talks about movies he made as a kid, ripping off F-13. This is what I was saying about Mike P. Nelson earlier. The guy is a true fan. Mm-hmm. And I want to see him succeed. That's why I was worried about Sweet Revenge getting dogged on. But the trailer, I'm telling you, there's hope here. Mike P. Nelson says his film is modern, but he wants to create the feeling we had when we saw F-13 for the first time. He wants all the classic hallmarks of the F-13 series. Teens, Jason, kills, etc. And when we were talking about this, when Hunter tweeted this out, we're like, oh man, I don't know how you do that in a 30 second to 1 minute vignette.
Right.
But turns out it's 13 minutes. And now this is the right time. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the trailer. We'll talk about it again. And we'll all react together one more time.
You all settled in?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, look at this.
You got a beautiful spot here.
The property's had a bit of a troubled past.
What kind of trouble?
Well, you know, the usual story. Revenge.
What happened?
Anyway, you kids have fun.
So, yeah, Sweet Revenge. I think the trailer looks sweet, and I'm so glad that, one, it's not far away. It's shockingly close.
Yeah.
August 13th, and I'm glad it's a 13-minute film. It's not just some 30-second throwaway commercial for a hard cider. It's actually, we're going to get some kills. We're going to get some meat here. And Jason doesn't look too bad. I still don't like the chevrons. The chevrons are the only thing in this particular look of Jason that I'm like, it's still not working for me, really.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the protruding unibrow that I am not too fond of. I'm not seeing that as bad here.
Yeah, just still, there's too long. They're just too stretched out. I don't know. But
yeah, the actual chevrons, for sure.
But it looks way better than where we started.
Yeah.
So this is a passable look for Jason, and it's honestly same with the wardrobe. It's pretty. It looks fine. Like I really, there's not a ton to complain about here. We're getting kind of close to that Part 3 look.
Close, yeah,
give or take. So also, the lithograph, of course, was showed from Mondo, which was available to those that were at the panel. It's pretty sweet. I'm sure it's going to be reselling for a lot of money on eBay.
Mondo always kills it.
Yeah. Sherry Khan says you'll be able to relive your favorite kills in the Halloween Horror Nights house. They're going back to the 80s.
Cool.
What kind of favorite kills? Sleeping bag kills, maybe?
I hope so.
Liquid nitrogen? Then, here's the big one. This is what we've all been waiting for. The announcement that saved everything. If you were going to be disappointed by the panel, you're probably not anymore. Robbie Barsamian says a new movie and a new game are coming from Jason Universe.
Woo!
Yeah, for all we know, that's all the information we got. Judson Scott, VP of Film and Atomic Monster, was on this panel. Not once did Hunter tweet about him saying anything.
No.
So Atomic Monster, I don't know if he just didn't say anything worth note or is...
Maybe they predicted that Robbie was going to announce it and then he was going to expand on it, and maybe they were running out of time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Since Judson Scott was there, Atomic Monster was there, maybe it's a sign saying that Atomic Monster and Blumhouse are making this new movie. Not sure. As for the new game, still don't know. Is it Gun? Is it somebody else? Is it single player? Is it multiplayer?
Is it new? Is it old?
Is it new? Is it old? We don't know. But I mean, he said new. But yeah, that could be a year away from being announced. It could be 3 months away from being announced.
Yeah,
formally. Who knows? But hey, a new movie, a new game. At least we know they are actually doing stuff that we give a shit about.
Right. We were hoping that we were going to get an announcement of a new movie at this panel.
Yeah.
Not really expecting that they would say, "Oh yeah, there is a game coming."
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not very clear how far along they are in either of those things.
Right.
But still, that you got us. You did it. And then for the last piece of real news from the panel here, the first look at Crystal Lake showed off the sets they're filming on and some of the practical effects used in the show. It shows off more of the actual town, but no look at Pamela Voorhees or any of the principal characters. So that's probably the main reason they didn't actually want to share it on social media, because it didn't have very exciting footage there.
Just going to be exterior shots of the location.
Yeah, I still would love to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, but at the same time, I get it because, people were going to dog on you. So you got an actual announcement that you're doing a new movie. We're on your side for now. Today, we're happy. Don't blow it next week, okay?
He also, Hunter did post, right there.
There we go. And this was the first look at the new Spirit Halloween Jason Universe mask. It looks better than the photo that they announced it with.
Yes.
Still don't particularly like it.
Very, very folded. Spirit Halloween, so it's going to be a cheap one.
This is maybe slightly better than a China Blank.
Maybe.
Slightly.
Yeah.
It
looks skinnier here. Yeah, it's folded.
$20. Spirit Halloween, probably.
$30. Inflation.
Tariffs.
Would.
License.
Yeah.
Honestly, they charge $30 for that, I might be a little upset, to be honest with you. But that's the panel in a nutshell. They did it. They did a panel and didn't piss me off. It's a miracle, honestly.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't expecting a Sweet Revenge trailer today either.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. They had it scheduled to premiere at 8:40 p.m., and then they moved it up. Once they showed it at Comic-Con, they immediately flipped it and had the premiere start right away, which was super cool. It was fun to experience that with everybody live like that.
Yeah.
So it was like we were there. It was like we were there with Hunter, watching along. But thanks again to Hunter Bolding for tweeting this. We really do appreciate it. Us nerds at home that can't afford to go, we really appreciate it.
We were searching social medias to try to find people that were there. And thank you for keeping us informed.
Yeah, shockingly, not many people were live tweeting along. Was the room full?
One on Facebook and one on X, on Twitter.
That's all we saw.
That's all we saw.
Did they get rid of the 500 mask and the 500 hats that they had to give away? That's the question.
Yeah, probably.
Now only time will tell. Now it's the waiting game. It's not the waiting game for an announcement anymore. It's the waiting game for an actual teaser or
Teasers
something,
and
a formal
trailers.
announcement, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, I guess it's finally a good time to be an F-13 fan. What's interesting about all this is that, yes, Jason Universe is making a new movie and a new game. Are they going to work with New Line and actually get the trademark? And it's still not very clear what Jason Universe can go back and pull from the franchise. Like, can you, if you make a new game, can you take the look of Part 7 Jason like they did in the first game and put it in the game? Like, does Horror Inc. own all the looks of Jason?
Back when Brian Fuller was the showrunner, he said, yeah, we can. But
well, I think Brian Fuller was a little confused because obviously Jason Universe is a collaboration between Victor Miller, his attorney, and Horror Inc., which means they have the rights to Crystal Lake and the original story and Pamela and Adult Jason, because Horror Inc. still has Adult Jason, but it's not clear what can you go back and pull from and use.
Right.
So I think, yeah, if they want to go and use Adult Jason and recreate things from the franchise like that, they probably can, but can you directly pull Part 3 Jason out and copy and paste them in a video game, you know? It's going to be interesting.
Right.
I'm just curious what's going to happen. But
Yeah, and will this new movie be called Jason or Crystal Lake something? Crystal Lake Chronicles.
it probably will be Jason something.
Probably.
Jason Returns. Jason Resurrected.
With no Friday the 13th before or after,
Right.
like we got with Jason Goes to Hell.
Right. Yeah, they've already done it.
Yeah,
Jason X, yeah. So it's not... That'd be fine. That's good enough. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. I think for a movie, they're fine. I think with the game... unless it's a single-player game, like you take Supermassive and have them make a Jason Universe game, you don't need to go back. But if you're doing a multiplayer game again, which they probably are, I mean...
That's where the money is. That's what everyone wants. Yes, there's the loud minority of people that are mad at ASIMs right now, but that is the minority. People want multiplayer.
Yeah. So, since... with a multiplayer game, you would want to pull everything from the franchise, just like they did the first time. So you would think that they'd have to work with New Line for that. But
Right.
I guess time will tell. Hey, they're listening to fans. They fuck up, they'll fix it. That's what Robbie said.
Apparently. Hopefully starting now.
Starting now. I actually would love to see Robbie, especially Robbie. I would like to see him on social media active. I want to hear from him. Let him be the face. Let Robbie be the face of the company. Fill those shoes.
That's fine.
Give us more. But yeah, that's it. That was a Jason Universe panel. Slowly but surely, we're getting there.
We are so back.